All right, so today we are going to change the inner tube on a bike tire. This rear tire completely flat. So we got a new tube. It came with a couple tools. And so the first thing we're going to do is take this tire off. But if you need to know what size tube you need, it's usually, I shouldn't say usually, it's always on the tire itself. You have to spin it around to find the wording, and then right there you can see this one is 26 inch by 1.75, but bike tires are usually all the same. They might be a little different, I suppose, so always check that and make sure you order the right one. So again, the first thing we're gonna do is take this off. So to take it off, most bikes have the axle with a nut on both sides. There's one on this side, one on the opposite side, as well as a safety thing over here. This is mainly so that if it comes loose down here, you're still attached and it's not going to come flying off on your bike. So there's a nut on the other side, so depending, you might need that. This one here is actually fairly loose, so didn't need the nut driver or anything on it. So we take that off. I usually put the pieces back together, and then I'll put it in a spot where it's not going to go rolling around on me. So for the axle here, so this is 15 millimeters, and it's always righty-tighty, lefty-loosey. So if we need to loosen it, we're going to turn it this way. And once it's loose, you can usually spin it off by hand. So we have the same thing on the other side. I'm going to spin that off. All right, so the nuts and everything are off. And now, since it has the chain on it, you got to slide it forward. Once that chain loosens, you can grab the chain, take it off of there, and when you lift it up, just take that out. So now we have the tire off the bike. So I'm going to reposition so you can see a little bit better, and we'll get this tube off. All right, so we got this kind of repositioned so we can start taking the tire off. One thing to note is take the cap off. Honestly, I usually keep the old ones because if they're in good shape, because these are easy to lose, and then if you lose it, you have one to replace it with. So I'm gonna put that off to the side. And reason being that I took that off is it won't slide through this hole back here without that cap being off. So first we need to take this tube or the tire off, and so it comes with these little tools, so you can take it, pop it up like that. Then you can do the same thing with this other one, the same thing, and then usually you can kind of wrap it around like this, and it pops that side off. You only need to take one side off because now we'll be able to get that new tube in there. But first, we're just going to grab that old tube and rip it out and around and take it out. So sometimes it makes sense to look at it and see if you can find where the hole was, just to make sure there's nothing else going on. This one I think was a fairly old tube, so I'm not too awfully worried about it. It looks like right here, look right here, we got a split in the tube, so that's why that one failed. So we're gonna throw this one away and get our new one out. So with the new one, we'll unwrap the tube. Same thing, you got to take this off so that it'll fit through the rim. So you want to start on that side with the rim, or on the rim. You want to find that hole, and this is where I usually start out. I just pop that right through like that, and then now we're going to kind of pull this tube, the tire itself up, and we're just going to work our way around, kind of shoving it in the tube. You want to make sure you don't fold it. You want to make sure you keep the right side so that you don't want to twist it or anything. So just kind of work it around like this. Pretty simple to do. So none of this is hard if you have a little patience with it. Just make sure you're doing it, you know, in the right way, to where nothing's going to get twisted or anything. You do want to make sure you still have your thing out. I've done this before, put the tube back on, and then this thing had popped out, which then kind of makes you mad. So with that, now, depending on how tight your tube is, you might be able to do it by hand. If not, you would use these tools again, and you would go under and bend it this way and kind of go around like that. Now this one actually goes in pretty easily. So we are all back in. So now we just need to inflate it. Now I have this cheap imitation, I use this Dewalt battery tire inflator, which I really actually like. I think it does a great job. But first we got to find how much we need to inflate it. So again, we're going to look at the tire itself, and once I find it, I will show you what I'm talking about. Yeah, so right here, if you look at the rim, and hopefully you can see that, it says here that it needs to go between 40 and 65 PSI. So I'm just going to start off at 40. And so to do that, with this guy here, you put that on, hold that down. And to use this one, you see it's set at 52, which is between 40 and 65. But if we want to back it down, we can. We just pull this down. I'll say we want 45 just to be safe. And then on this one, you just pull that trigger and it's going to start up. All right, automatically kicked off where we wanted it. So we can take this over here and we'll pop that off. Move our inflator off to the side. Put our cap back on. And we have a properly inflated tube. So I'm gonna get the bike back up here. We're gonna put this back on and then we'll be done. All right, we got the bike back on. So we're gonna grab our wheel. So to put it back, you grab your chain. Then we're gonna slide our wheel in. Wrap the chain around. I usually do connect it. Set down the channel, let it pull back so it's in our things. So the first one we're gonna put on is this safety piece. So with the safety piece, we took that off earlier. It has a screw and a nut. Also has the 2 washers. Make sure you're using all the pieces. I'm going to put that on. Let's get that started. All right, this we're not going to crank it down yet because we want to be able to move. We want to be able to slide it back and forth. All right, so now we're going to grab the nuts that we had before. And I'm just gonna loosely thread them on first here. All right, then using a little bit of leverage, I usually give it a pull because you want that chain to be tight, and we're gonna tighten it the rest of the way on. Same thing on the other side. We're going to give it a little bit of pull with some leverage here. Those are tight, so now we can tighten this the rest of the way. This has enough tension on it that I don't need a little wrench on the back side. So now our bike tire is back on. We are good to go. And everything's working. So we got pressure, we're good. We'll keep an eye on it just to make sure it doesn't deflate for some odd reason, like it's another rip or whatever. But that is how you change a bicycle tire inner tube. you have any questions, comments, concerns, please leave those on comments below. Hit like, subscribe, and we will talk to you soon.